All right. How's it going, everybody? Sorry about the lighting. There's just nothing I can do about that in this room. But um, I am running directly with an Ethernet cable into the router. So I should not have, for people who are going to be catching the replay, I should not have the issues of, the audio cutting in and out the way that it did before. So hopefully it works out that way. It's my first time using it. Um, so we got, all right, we got D Nikki, we got Norma Thomas, we got Casey, we got Angelina ATF. So how many moms we got out there? Type a 1 if you're a mom. Pilot Pete. Dory Colbines. All right, so we got, I want to see how many moms we got out there. Chris Cox, how we doing? Yeah, and wow, a lot of moms. All right. So happy Mother's Day to all you moms. You guys are amazing. I know that I first off, I want to say that my heart goes out to again Carolyn and Jimmy. This must be a really hard day for them, and so my heart goes out to them, and um, and I can only imagine what things are like for Landon right now. But I so there's a lot of where a lot of people out there where Mother's Day is a painful memory. People who lost their moms. But I want to talk about how Mother's Day is one of my favorite of the gratuitous holidays that land on a Sunday. Mother's Day is definitely one of my favorites. I love and respect my mother very, very, very much. I talk about her from time to time on here, and and uh, every Mother's Day, as of late, the last couple of years, I've just been very, very grateful for having my mom and how great she's been. And it's important, and I'm not going to get too personal, but growing up, we struggled. We struggled getting along. We struggled financially. We struggled in all kinds of different ways, and it was really hard. And my mom, as some of you already know, my mom came here from the Dominican Republic in her 20s, and she had married my father, and he's an older man, and he was a blue collar guy who worked at Western Electric, and um, he was in Dominican Republic for whatever reason, I guess vacation, and he met my mom there, and they fell in love. They got married. They moved to this country, and in the Midwest. So this was the 1970s, the early 1970s, and they hey THC or TCH. Sorry about that. Um, so they move here, and my mom, she doesn't know any English. She gets pregnant with my brother. Then she's a housewife. That was the plan. He was going to work, and she was going to stay home and take care of the kid, raise a family, and so my mom, she has my brother, and then they have me in 75, and then a year later, my father dies of a brain tumor, and my mom is left to raise both my brother and I. And imagine being in the Midwest, not knowing any English, and raising 2 kids and having to all of a sudden work and hold down a job without knowing the language. Nobody speaks Spanish in the Midwest in the 1970s. And imagine having the tenacity to just get done what you have to get done, go to school, get over time. I'm going to keep this as short as I can. And then raise 2 kids, one of them being me, being extremely stubborn, rambunctious, hyperactive, ADHD, angry, depressed, just anxious, just everything, just an ornery kid. I was a very, very difficult kid to deal with. And my mom having to balance going to school, working, dealing with me, dealing with my brother as well, and my brother just being, an overachiever, and a lot of pressure being on him, and so so long story short, my mom now, she's retired. I'm 44 years old. My mom's retired. We have a great relationship. She has overall just become the woman that I respect above all other women ever. And that's the way it should be. It should be her mom. And my mom definitely earned that. She absolutely earned that. And, my mom has a better vocabulary probably in English than anybody in this chat. And it's her second language. My mom is a badass. So, happy Mother's Day, Mom. And happy Mother's Day to all of you guys out there. I'm sure that each child has their own amazing, beautiful history growing up with you as their mom. Amazing feelings, amazing inspirations. It's, just being a mom is incredibly important. So, every day should be Mom's Day. It should be Mother's Day every day, in my personal opinion. But moving on, I don't have anything really to cover tonight. You got the Gannon case and everything like that, and it's kind of stagnant until T goes to court. So I think I've said everything that I wanted to say regarding that. And I feel like we're all caught up there as far as how I feel about things and whatnot. But there are things to come. There are very, very, very interesting things to come very soon. So stay tuned for that. So I don't know. I was gonna maybe go over some videos, it being Mental Health Awareness Month and everything. But again, guys, understand, you guys already know this, but I got a nasty comment from somebody, and I understand, I get it. But I don't claim to be a mental health expert in any way whatsoever. I'm merely a layman who has opinions. And we look at people's behavior and we discuss it. We discuss it in chat, and that's all we're doing. So, and I think that that's okay for us to do. I think it's important for us, obviously, to leave the diagnosis to the trained professionals, for sure. I'm not trying to say that I'm definitely not trying to diagnose anybody with anything. But I do like to observe behavior. And I do like to discuss these observations, and that's what we do here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go over a few things here. And in particular, I found some videos on airplanes, people freaking out on airplanes. And it's a strange phenomenon, because on an airplane, you got to consider these factors, right? Now, mind you guys, what I like to do is I like to watch these videos for the first time on a live stream. I found the video. I'm going to be reacting to it the same as you guys. I don't know what I'm looking at yet. I just know that it's a compilation of people on an airplane, on airplanes freaking out and having meltdowns. So we're gonna go over a few of those and just kind of speculate as to their behavior and what could possibly cause this, because I think it's a lot more than I think it's a lot more than just you know, fear of flying. I don't think that's it. I think it's a lot of there's tension. There's only so much you're allowed to talk about on an airplane. You know, there's things that you just don't say out loud on an airplane. There's just behavior that you don't engage in on an airplane, that where it's acceptable in other places, but it's not acceptable on an airplane for some reason. And this is all from 9/11 for the most part. You know, once 9/11 happened, for those of us who were old enough to remember that fateful day, we after that it was just lockdown, and airports, airplanes have never been the same after that. And you know, there wasn't even a I don't think, I mean, I don't remember there being a you know, there definitely wasn't a Homeland Security. That was I think that was invented because of 9/11. And we're seeing that in the airplanes now. We're seeing, or in the airports now, and we're seeing just, you know, a lot of extra security. You can't take a liquid bottle onto the airplane, and I think a lot of that has to do with they want to sell you they want to sell you your drinks once you're in the airport. So, you know, they don't want you bringing outside drinks because you're going to, you know, it's like bringing it to a movie theater. If you think about it, you're about to enter an area that you're not going to get out of because you're getting on a plane. And so they want you buying the stuff there. So I think a lot of it just has to do with money. But we're going to, we're going to go over some of this stuff. And just kind of explore. Yeah, I don't think there's a "we gonna die" type. I mean, who knows? Maybe. I haven't looked at this stuff yet. But I watched some earlier. This isn't the one I watched earlier, but I watched some earlier, and I was like, "Wow, what, you know, what are these people thinking?" I mean, there was one where this one guy got kicked off a plane for not doing anything. Right? It was the flight attendant that had an issue, and then snapped on the guy, and then said, "Do you want to get off the plane?" He said, "No, I don't want to get off the plane." And there were witnesses. And then this guy comes over, and then he's like, "You got to leave the plane." And he's like, "What? I didn't do anything." And everybody's freaking out. Everybody's going, "Yeah, man." And the most beautiful thing happened. The most beautiful thing happened. By the end of the video, everybody said, "If that guy leaves, we're all going to leave." So I'm pretty sure, and the video ended there, but I'm pretty sure I mean, I don't see how that didn't resolve the situation. It was a very, very cool united front kind of thing going on, where this guy was, this guy was being kicked off the plane. He was upset, and people were yelling, "He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything." And this guy was just sticking to his guns, just out of principle. It seemed like it didn't matter that he had like a dozen witnesses saying, "Hey, this is what happened." And so he gets up and they're leaving, and then the person recording goes, "Hey, should we all get up and leave?" You know, and then you know, and they were like, "Yeah, let's all do it. Let's all do it. That'll really make a statement." So, and I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was amazing. Hold on here, guys. All right, let's see what this guy's doing.
Show me your face.
All right.
to him, he's suing the United Airlines for $20 million. So that's exactly what's gonna happen to you. And do not tell me what to do. This is a free country. So fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not moving anywhere. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, how does that help
Yes.
the situation? Right there, this is right off the bat. Now, obviously, we also got to keep in mind, folks, that what's going on here is whoever is filming this, they were enticed to pull out their phone and hit record. So something was already going on that we didn't see. So we don't know, and we have to keep that in mind, folks. Whenever we see this real footage from people filming with their camera, and one person's going to look like the bad guy versus the other person, always keep in mind, people, that these people have, you don't know what took place before that phone was pulled up and the camera was pulled up on the app. The camera app was pulled up on the phone, and then they hit record. You don't know what led up to that. And the person recording is always going to be of the mindset of, I'm going to make this other person look bad. So it's something we got to keep in mind. But I don't think that had anything to do with this.
Three of us. I'm a comedian.
He's a comedian.
So everything is gonna be on Facebook. Let me record you. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. It's my right to record you. And there we go. Show me your face. That's a nice smile. Listen, if I was a girl, I would do you.
Wow. Okay. So this guy he's clearly hell-bent on being obnoxious. As to why, I don't know. I mean, he's obviously feeling defensive. They're trying to kick him off the plane, and he's saying, okay, I'm going to record you. Now, this is something we see often, people. What we see often is people, basically, they never ever, people like this never ever take accountability for their actions. They never ever do. They never go, man, okay, I'm being irrational. Fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll chill. No, they got to go for big air. You know what I mean? Every time whenever something's like this, no, I'm not getting up. This guy's already convinced himself that he's in the right. He doesn't think that he's being an asshole. He thinks the other person's being an asshole. He thinks the rest of the plane are being assholes. So it's always interesting to see that's to me, that's the most fascinating part is how oblivious people like this are when they're behaving in this manner.
And close up. Beautiful. I do. You didn't tell me no. Okay, right now I stopped because you said no.
I did not give you permission to record me.
You don't have to.
Sure.
You are a public service. You serve to me, so you don't have to give me the permission. I know the law. I know the law. I know the law.
Type of one if you agree with him there. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Type of one if you agree that since he's on a flight and they are I'm gonna say in this instance, I do agree with the man. He has the right to pull out his phone and he has the right to film them. Because think about it. How many times, when you're in a store and somebody's treating you a certain way in a store, you're the customer and they're the attendant, then you have a right to film them if you think that they're doing something wrong. And you have to defend yourself too, because this is where it's different. because on an airplane, basically, if you act like this on an airplane, they put you in handcuffs, they tase you, they put you in handcuffs, and they drag you out. So it's pretty crazy, because if you think about it, people are hell bent on getting to where they need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pay God knows how much money for a flight, and you're looking forward to it for God knows how long, and then somebody's just gonna like decide that you're not behaving in the right manner and then boot you off. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, that they just decided, but if you're clearly behaving this way, you're probably oblivious, like I said earlier, to your own behavior. So in your mind, you're going to be like, I paid for all this. I paid for this, and I'm the customer and you're the attendant, and I deserve to be treated right. And you're not going to boot me off the plane. So to me, that's very, very, very interesting.
I study law.
Maybe we'll bump into somebody someday outside of all this.
I'm in court every day. It's my job.
Now, type a 1 if you believe this guy's a lawyer. Because that's going to be a big fat deuce for me. I don't buy for a second that this dude is an attorney. Not at all. What's up, that girl? Hey, Heidi Lee. Rosemarie. Happy Mother's Day to you guys.
And you know what? You're making everybody else's life miserable right now by delaying the plane. And everybody else got the right to be angry at you. Hey, Facebook? I'm on Facebook anyway, so hi.
Wow. Okay, so has anybody seen The Room? Tommy Wiseau. Okay. And they made it. This movie is known to be arguably the worst movie ever made, to the point it's so bad that it is a cult classic. To the point that it's so bad that they actually made a movie about the production of this movie called The Disaster Artist. And James Franco played Tommy Wiseau. This guy has the exact same accent. I shit you not. This guy has the exact same accent, and it's blowing my mind. So I don't know where it's from, but he's sitting here, and he's about to ham it up for this guy filming him. He's been filming him this whole time. Let's see what he has to say.
My real name is Marius Ron, and check my Facebook site. I make covers. Lately, I made Metallica cover, Pearl Jam. This girl, my friend, that I wish I was with her, beautiful. Her name is Carolina Baran. She sings jazz. I love jazz. I go to jazz clubs, and this is the best, my friend. Anyway, AKA Mario, extraordinario. And this.
So, what do you guys think his deal is? I mean, he looks like Phil Collins and sounds like Tommy Wiseau. Absolutely right, Rosemarie. I agree with you. So this guy. So what do you think the deal is with this guy? I mean, I'm wondering if I think he's just trying to save face. I think he's got real social anxiety issues for sure. Now, that being a result of what, I don't know, but he's definitely got these social anxiety issues where he's got to like be over the top. He's trying to play he's overdoing it and trying to play it really cool while he waits to be kicked off the plane by force. I'm assuming. So let's see where this goes.
This guy that records me got the cutest baby in the world and the most gorgeous wife. I don't know, maybe girlfriend. What is it?
I wonder if he's drunk. I I wonder if he's just drunk. I mean, but every time I see these videos, man, I can't tell. Like, I can't tell if somebody just got wasted before they got on the flight, and then that's why they're acting the way that they are. Some people, some people like I said, I was looking at some of these videos earlier. I hadn't watched this one yet, but I was looking at some of these videos earlier, and who knows, this one might turn out to be boring. I'm about to fast forward some of it. But yeah, these
I know it's
these I can't tell if people are drunk or if they're just just having an episode.
I'm not gonna go that low. I'm gonna go $100 million and I will win it because
Oh, he's drunk. Yeah. I mean, look at his face right now. Look at this guy's face right now. This guy is hammered, dude. I it blows me away. So I guess when it comes to being drunk, I mean, that's gonna happen anywhere you go. You're gonna, that could happen anywhere where you just see somebody who just can't handle their booze, and it's likely to happen on an airplane for sure.
Every day, and I know my shit. So simple.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward to see
and I just buckle myself
because I don't need to hear this guy talk shit forever.
It's not. You are being recorded.
Let's see what the announcer said.
You advise once we're in the terminal.
No, get him off!
All right.
Get him off!
Wait in the terminal area.
Like everyone, this guy is in a metal tube surrounded by people who hate his guts right now. So it's interesting to see a reaction to that. It's interesting when somebody this obnoxious, right? It's to see what their reaction is to that. This guy is completely and totally, he does not give a shit that he is bothering everyone. I mean, I like to think that I would have had enough just, humility to just stand up and be like, fine, I'm getting off, and then deal with the applause from everyone around me, and just eat it. Just eat the fact that I was being a dick. I mean, I don't understand like people who are so proud that they just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper and deeper like this dude's doing.
When the recording will begin. We apologize for this inconvenience.
No, it's not.
However, we thank you for your
You are
call.
being recorded. Okay, thank you very much.
We're gonna ask you the whole plane out, guys, all right? Everybody's gonna come up, and then
I don't.
you're more than welcome to stay. Thank you. You can stay too. You guys want to get up or you want to stay? Everybody, happy the whole plane, all right?
I believe I could fly. And you are low flight. And you are being recorded. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. That's not me. Those are those fucking assholes.
Just get off the slide.
You know what? Suck my dick.
Wow, dude. So so my man was like, sorry everybody. And everybody was like, fuck you, dude. Get off the fucking plane. We are sick of looking at you, dude. We are sick of listening to you. Get off. And this is amazing. Like, could you think about it? Like, this is a mob. Everybody, dude, let me tell you something about me. When it comes to flying, okay, I don't have a problem with flying. I kind of enjoy the takeoff and looking out the window. I like looking out the window when we're landing. I enjoy an airplane ride itself, but I cannot stand how long they are. You know, I don't like being stuck in the same spot and having no choice of who I get to sit next to. And it's, you know, it gets annoying, you know what I mean? Because you just might end up with somebody who snores real loud. You might end up with somebody with a small kid, you know, and it's rough. It's rough. And so I'm already irritable. So if this is going on, man, I'm I'm cussing this guy out. I'm not even trying to front about that. I'm going to let this guy have it. So I'm kind of blown away by the patience of everyone else on this flight. Everybody's just like, dude, come on. Just get the fuck off the plane, please.
If you don't like my shit, suck my fucking dick. Suck my dick. You wanna suck my dick? Come over here.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that nobody has stood up. What's up, Mark Klein? How you doing, bud? I am shocked that nobody has gotten up and like just shut this guy up physically. I'm shocked. I don't know if I would have the patience to not do so, to be perfectly honest. And I'm not, you know, I think the fact that this guy has the audacity to insult literally everyone on that plane. We're talking about moms, grandmas, kids. You know, he has the audacity to be this vulgar, that loud on a plane without any, you know, without any humility at all whatsoever. So I don't know if I could let that go. You know what I mean? I could see somebody just acting a fool and then, okay, they're yelling and they're being silly. And you know, but this guy is literally insulting everyone on the plane.
You have the courage, suck my fucking dick, you fucking gay. Oh my god, I love you. I love you. I'm gonna beat you ass, motherfucker.
So he's threatening people as well, and yet no one has gotten up. No one has gotten up, which is blowing my mind. It's perfect. It really is. I'm shocked.
This is epic. This is epic. I'm telling you, this is epic.
Okay, what's this guy doing?
Oh my god, they're gonna make me late for my connection flights, motherfuckers.
You're not getting on a connection flight, dude. All right. So that's that. I guess the guy got sick of filming. I don't know. I'm at a loss with people like this. I feel like I can't. My thing is, when it comes to airplanes, everyone is just trying to get to where they need to go, and all they want is peace. Like, I know when I'm getting on an airplane, I'm like, man, I just, all I want to do is get to where I'm going, and I want the ride to be as enjoyable and short and quick as possible. And I've got a flight coming up, and it has like three connections. I've never had that before. I'm going halfway across the country, and I've had one connection flight, but not three. That's crazy to me. But I guess, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked into how this COVID-19 situation is affecting airports and flights and whatnot. All I know is my flight was cheap. My flight was very cheap. So I'm I'm excited about that. But I don't know. I like I said, I've flown many times, but I've never had to have 3 different connecting flights. I'm gonna see if I can find something else here that we can go over. All right, here's here's something. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this looks like it's a compilation, so this should be interesting. This should be interesting. Hey, Gloria. It looks like they're physically trying to drag this woman off the airplane. That's what it looks like. They're just physically trying to like get her off, and she's saying it's my purse, I guess, something like that. Oh, they're just dragging this lady off. Is that a fight? Like,
Actually, I'm going to let you pass that thing. I don't think that I actually think that I have a real passenger, and I yeah, okay. Put it on Facebook. I want this on Facebook. I'm going to get $1 million off this. USAir. Wow, USAir. They're blowing their brains
okay, this guy's clearly drunk. Clearly drunk.
out of this one. I mean, it's unbelievable. Put it on Facebook. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm not even like close to you. Are you crazy?
my man said, I'm not even close to drunk.
I haven't proved shit. What I have done is as these people, the people you are, no, I guarantee you right now, you are dead. I say you are like,
We got multiple angles.
yeah, there's everyone, everyone.
So everybody's just filming
Oh, I'm
this
sorry,
dude.
I was
but
on my
hold
Bluetooth.
on. And they're just making fun of him.
What's he gonna do about it?
Everybody's just being cool about it, really.
Document it.
I'm gonna have a mansion in Palm Beach. You
Yeah,
I want a
this is
guest
stupid.
suite.
Oh God, you are the dumbest people.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Wait, what? Hold on,
She started off by
I
telling
gotta see what's going on here. All right. So this lady's screaming, dude. I've got to see what this lady is talking about. Hold on, because she's totally. I saw one lady just screaming like, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus." Now I don't. A lot of you, I don't know, man. If you remember the Walmart lady, man, that I did a live and talked about that Walmart lady, and we tried to break that down. It was that was something else.
God, you're my savior! God, you're my savior! God, you're my savior! God, you're my savior!
She's been freaking out for the last 20 minutes.
Okay, so she's saying God the receiver, I think. So here we okay, yeah, this is right up that alley of the, and we talked about this with the Walmart lady too. What is with the religious thing, right? Why when people have these meltdowns in public, is it so common for them to start screaming religious things religion related? I it's strange, man. I don't know what goes on with that, and it's the same type of behavior. I wonder what that is, because there's a pattern here. I mean, you look at the Walmart lady, you look at this lady, and then I've seen like at least half a dozen others where it's the same thing. Let's see what she's saying.
She started off by telling everyone to pray for her mother who just passed away.
Okay, yeah, some of you guys are saying in chat, God, that she's saying, God, you're my savior. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's what it sounds like.
And she went up and down the aisles telling everyone to pray for her mother. And then she's been like this for the last 15, 20 minutes.
God, you're my savior! 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 God, you're my savior!
Is she flipping through a magazine? She's
I
okay.
don't know if this guy next to her knows her or not. He's been trying to calm her down the whole time.
So she's like flipping through a magazine and screaming this stuff over and over and over again. But what is with the magazine? I'm trying to figure out why she's flipping through a magazine. I can't make sense of this at all. And look at this lady right here. She's just like so uncomfortable. Look at her right here. Yeah, you don't want to lay your hands on somebody. You don't want to lay your hands on somebody acting like that, I don't think, unless you're in law enforcement.
Flight attendant asked me to make sure she doesn't try to go to the back door and open it. If she tries to go back, I'm gonna block
And
her.
what's crazy, okay, now this is interesting, guys, because the other videos, they're landed. Like, by the sound that I'm hearing in this video, they're in the air, man. They are like mid-flight. So they're tens of thousands of feet in the air right now. That's crazy. And they're worried that she's going to get up and actually pop the door open. So that's another thing. Another reason why they take this kind of behavior so seriously on an airplane is everybody's in danger. Everybody's in danger, not just herself, but everybody's in danger. Okay, I can see out the window. That they're not. Yeah, they were moving, but they weren't mid-flight. They were not mid-flight. Let's see what this one is.
You know who the fuck I am? Come on. You know who the fuck I am? Or are you saying if I give you a wrong ID, you can let me say it? Okay. So fucking stop wasting people's time. You know I make you laugh. I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna ever hurt you, you fuckers. I'm just gonna fight when anybody comes. That's fucking it, fuckers. Why do these guys even come here? Because of fucking what? Why is this happening? Are you guys ever there?
So this guy, this is another guy. This is another guy too proud to admit that he's in the wrong here. But he seems to be behaving more or less rationally, definitely more rationally than the other guy that was behaving in a similar manner. It seemed to be in that position of, I'm going to get kicked off the plane, and I'm too proud to admit that I'm being a dickhead, so I'm going to wait till somebody physically picks me up and removes me.
And then fuck, maybe people are racist and they don't let round up people. I don't know. You guys are pretty bad. I guess I'm just checking. I don't give a fuck about you, sir. Why are you coming? Come on. Are you gonna wait when you're in jail? Come on, come settle with me and go wait in jail, right? Okay. Okay, so you gotta shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Come on, let's fuck you. Put me up. I'm already in jail, you guys. I know. I'm already in jail. So let's fight.
Let's go.
You guys can't let me off. I want to get shot. I want to tell my brother, Reagan, why didn't you come up here? Oh, because fucking I got shot. Not because I fucking decided not to. Fuck you, sir. I'm sorry, but
Wow. So what? I mean, I don't think he's making any sense. I don't know. So I'm not sure this guy even knows where he is.
with all due respect, fuck you, sir. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck you, sir.
With all
you
due
go tell your brother
respect.
you're a little bitch and you can't help him. You can tell him, oh, I don't give a fuck about you, but I do, little bitch. So you go out the fucking door and don't fucking care about talking to me. Fight me, I said. Fight me. Fight me.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's intoxicated. I think he's just having a meltdown. I think that's all that's happening right now. I think he's just having a straight up meltdown, and he doesn't. Yeah, this looks like somebody. I mean, we've seen people who have missed their meds. I mean, this could just be something that simple. It could be something that he had a chemical reaction to something. I knew this guy, man. This guy, and he was the only person I ever met, but I've heard of this happening before. But as soon as he took a hit of a joint of weed, he completely and totally lost his mind. What's up, Caleb? Long time, buddy. Yeah, he completely and totally, like, he would like walk like he had with one arm in front of him, and he had this long hair. I remember he put it behind his ear, and he'd be like, hey guys, do you mind if I take my clothes off? Do you mind if I get naked? And we would be like, and he would just strip naked. We'd be like, hey man, no, it was, yeah. And nobody had any explanation as to why he behaved in this manner.
Wow. Fight me, little bitches, cuts. Fuck you. I'm not fucking going out here on a fight, so get your stunts out. Here's my arms. Fucking, come on, pull me out. Why are you guys wasting your fucking time with that girl? Please, don't go.
Again, so these people on the airplane are like, man, I just want to go home, dude. Like when your trip's over, it's over, man. Nothing's better than home. When your trip's over, you're just like, man, I just want to get there, man. I want to get in my shower and I want to get in my bed. And then you got this clown just messing it up for everybody. But at the same time, I'm getting the impression here that it's something that's not his fault. I think that he's incoherent.
Yeah, pull me out. Fucking kill me. Whatever the fuck you guys do, kill me.
Hey,
down my
Lufa.
hand there, and I can't move it. Hold it down here. I would suggest you hold it. I can maybe put it here. I won't. I'm not gonna hit you. I will defend myself if you guys try to touch me, just so I can feel better. So I'm seeing you guys' jail. I can feel better. That's it. Come on, Reagan. Get up. Fuck you. Let's go. Fuck you. You talk to my brother, right?
So he's giggling like the cops are like, they're taking his ass away, man. This guy's going.
I'm gonna break my legs, you guys.
Please.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
See, Boo's love.
Break it.
booze love. See, that's not. I mean, I've never been on an airplane and something like this happens. You know, thank goodness. Hey, just Shelly. Hey Robin Lane. I've never ever been on an airplane and something like this happens. It's never happened. So the chances are pretty slim. But let's take a second here and point out like how dope is it that we have this technology now where like somebody acts a fool and all you got to do is pull out your phone and point it at them and record them. And like, like these days, your phone's camera shoots clearer and better picture and sound than any camcorder that was designed for home video and home movies in the 90s. You know, your freaking phone, dude. You can just pull that sucker out. And as soon as somebody starts acting a fool, boom, you just hit record. You put it on YouTube. It goes viral. It's everybody likes watching this stuff. I wonder how many views this thing's got. Let me look and see how many views this thing's got.
Stop resisting! Break that! Stop resisting!
Oh my god. It's taken like 5 cops. There's literally 5 cops there. I count 5 cops. This thing has 276,932 views. Yo, dude.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Get your arm out! Get your arm out! Get your arm out!
Yeah, these guys are sick of playing. They're like, they're not playing no more. They're sick of this guy. They want to get him. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Caleb. A nice taser shot.
Hold on. You need to leg out. Put your leg out.
Shut up, bitch.
That's a good point, Summer H. That's an excellent point. Let's talk about that for a second. At no point, Summer H made a wonderful point here. You notice they don't ask him directly how they can help and what he's feeling and what's bothering him. Poor guy. Now, I'm not sure about going poor guy because, like, there's 2 sides to that. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, and I can't disagree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. That's for sure. I'm not sure if I'm completely agreeing with you yet, but I'm definitely not disagreeing with you, Summer H, because the thing is you got this guy, and it seems like the right procedure to probably diffuse the situation. I don't remember at any point. Now, again, I pointed out earlier, we don't know what took place before this person decided to pull out their phone and hit record, right? So we've got to keep that in mind. But I'm not seeing any point where somebody walks up to him and says, "Hey, sir, if you don't calm down, we're going to have to take you off the plane." Nobody gave him a warning. Nobody asked him, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Is something wrong? But at the same time, keep in mind, what is this guy saying? The whole time he's yelling, he's actually, maybe he's not exactly threatening violence, but he's giving the indication that he has a violent nature. Because he's saying, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. Come over here and tase me, fight me. So he's already on the defense, and he's already pretty much calling them out. So who's to say, right? I mean, what's the procedure there? And again, and another point is, why should the rest of the passengers be subjected to even having to be risking sitting in the same metal pressurized tube for who knows how many hours? Right? Is that fair to the rest of the passengers? Because I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no. So I mean, it's one thing to have empathy for this guy, but there's all these other people to have empathy for as well. Caleb. Oh man, I missed you, buddy. Caleb, I always love Caleb's comments. All right, so they're taking his ass off of there.
Later, dumbass.
Yeah, at this point, like, okay, none of the passengers seem to have any empathy for this guy either. Again, people just want to get the hell to where they're going. That's it. I know if I'm on that plane, I'm just trying to get to where the hell I'm going, man. Period. I'm fuck that guy. Yo, get out of here. Get the fuck off this plane. That is exactly what I'm thinking. I don't care. I don't care what his problem is at this point, especially if he's acting a fool. I just want to get to where I'm going. So I get having empathy for the guy, but you know, at the same time, you don't get on a plane and act a certain way. And I think we explored those reasons and covered them pretty well. You know, it's just who knows what a guy like that's going to be capable of in a pressurized metal tube, tens of thousands of feet in the air, surrounded by innocent people. Who knows what this guy is capable of doing? So no, you cannot risk this guy being there and acting a fool, man. I say get him off. Period.
Yeah, 1 hour delay.
And my man's like, bye, dumbass.
Seriously.
Oh, we gotta see that again. He flipped him, dude. That dude landed right on his back. Hold on. Let's watch that one more time. Okay, he dropped the bag. They're about to go at it. Oh, he flipped the cop. He's got a vest on. So this guy's fighting cops right now. These guys got vests on. They're cops. So this guy is straight up. He flipped one of them, and one of the cops landed on their back. Oh my God. Yo, he's knocking them both down. Just kicked this dude in the gut. Oh my God. That is insane, dude. Yo, can you imagine being in the line to check in at the airport, and then that goes down right in front of you? I mean, dude, I wish I knew what was going on with that situation. Who knows?
I don't want to be on TV. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here yet.
Oh.
All right, let's search a little bit. What's going on? This guy's just filming people like. All right, let's see what here. Tell him to get up off me. Bye, that girl. See you later.
I don't know. I wasn't paying no attention.
sister. She don't need to be on here anyway. So
All right, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Oh, this is just the cops marching right up, ready to take somebody off.
Hey, if anybody had physical contact with him, you're going to talk to TSA when you get off. Please.
I don't know what's going on here.
And I didn't make the threat, but you have absolutely no problem. I told you that I had made arrangements before my death. Ma'am, listen, I'm 78 years old. I know you can go get 5 people to agree with you. None of what you said took place. But the truth of the matter is that you feel that you have some people who will support what you said, and I'm going to be so sufficiently intimidated. But if you don't want me to take this fight, I'm not stupid enough to think that I have the power to overrule you. But if that's what you want to do, then you go ahead and do it. Man's defense against his will remains the same, opinion still. Well, that's going to change your mind. You've gotten these people to conspire with you, and you know that I don't have anybody but my wife.
So this guy, this dude sounds completely and totally rational, does he not? He's saying, I'm not even trying to, like, you're the one with the power, lady. You work for the airport. I'm just here with my wife. I'm 78 years old, but I don't know what she's trying to say. Is she trying to say that he's a danger in some way? I don't understand what's going on here.
Because that's who you are, obviously. You're telling me that I did not fly here with this. I'm telling you I did. I'm also telling you that 90% of the people with whom I worked were very courteous. They were ladies, and they were not at all trying to intimidate me. So I'm telling you, you're the aberration. You're not the norm. So if you don't want me to fly, I'm not stupid enough to think I can overrule you. And I'm not going to blow my brains out because I can't fly. I will adjust. But if you're asking me whether
This dude's awesome. He's like, if you're telling me, he's like, I'm not stupid enough to think that I can overrule your decision, whether or not you're going to let me fly. And if you tell me that I can't, well, I'll adjust. I'll figure it out. Like, I don't understand what the argument here is. This guy's basically saying, do whatever you got to do. It's cool.
you're absolutely right. What are you saying?
I got a whole gate area full of witnesses to what you're saying.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
I have no desire to shoot you.
Why don't you leave me alone? I don't
What are you getting on my case for? If you have no desire to kick me off the flight, then what are we talking about here? He's like, hey, do whatever you got to do. You're right. I'm saying you're right. I'm wrong. Whatever.
I don't believe that. That's what you're saying. You're unilaterally saying that.
Well, Robin Lane, she said something regarding, I've got a bunch of witnesses here. So I guess something took place where she felt it necessary to confront him about it, because I guess there were complaints about something that he did, but I don't know what it was. I know, right, Caleb? This dude is like the chillest dude in the world.
Missing a flight, it had nothing to do with you. Well, I'm sorry you don't believe me.
I think what you're doing, I think you're conspiring to make sure I miss this way. That's what I think. I think you're conspiring to make sure I miss this way. That's what I'm saying. You think I want it? I'm a blood pressure. I don't need to be going through this.
I'm not going to move wheelchair people out of their
Who asked you to? Who asked you to?
You want to be in the local.
Did I ask you to move? Did I ask you to move anybody?
You were demanding to have
Did I'm asking a
And see, right away, people come up, and that's the thing, is this guy's basically just speaking his mind. He's not just taking everything, but he's also putting up a very, very valid argument, it seems like, or at least a rational, counter to some degree. He's just basically saying, you know, hey, whatever. But he's not going to just sit there and take whatever is going on either at the same time without, you know, letting them know what his nature seems to be. And as soon as there's some sort of confrontation right away, people come up, and that happens anywhere you go. Somebody, an employee of a place is having an issue with a customer, then other employees or management is going to come up and try to resolve the situation. But this guy, I don't know. I mean, I think they're already on the defense that this guy's a troublemaker in some way, but I'm not convinced of that yet. All right, well, that's it. Robin Lane, he's saying group hugs would solve more problems these days. I'm not saying you're wrong. Well, definitely right now. I mean, right now, group hugs are a big no-no. It's it's pretty funny. And speaking of which, something really funny happened to me at work. You know, I was off at the time. It was before my shift started yesterday. And there's I'm on this machine, you know, I'm doing my cardio, and of course, you know, I sweat afterwards or whatever, but it doesn't matter if you sweat or not. Like right now, the policy is, you know, if you finish up your workout, you finish whenever you're done with the machine, you wipe it down. And so I go to there's this very, very elderly man. I mean, and I'm talking like he's got to be in his 80s, possibly his 90s, right? Late 80s, early 90s, possibly. I mean, he's on a walker. He's just got the walker with the wheels in the front or whatever, and he's just, you know, inching along. He's hunched over, and he comes up, and he's about to use the machine that I'm using. And I'm like, you know, hold on, let me go wipe it down. And he goes, you look clean to me. And and I'm like, yeah, but we gotta wipe it down. He's like, oh man, everybody's going crazy. And I just thought that was so funny because, I mean, here he is wearing a mask because he wouldn't have gotten in the building without a mask. That's the policy. I mean, you're not getting through the front door without wearing a mask, and we're taking your temperature to make sure that you're not running a fever. And we basically just short of interrogate you as far as what you've been around as far as COVID-19. And if it's the slightest thing, you don't get in. So he comes in, he's wearing a mask, and he's, you know, but he wasn't grumpy. It was really funny. He was just like, people are going too crazy over this. and I was like, maybe, you know, but I'm, you know, and I go to wipe down the machine and everything, but it just blew my mind that this is easily the person that statistically speaking is the most at risk, absolutely bar none, the most at risk person in the club because of his age. And he's coming in to do his exercises, and he's compliant, you know, but he's just like, I don't give a shit. He's like, I don't, you know, he seemed to have an attitude of, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I'm old, you know, and I'm not saying that's the attitude everyone should have at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, it's a risk. And it was important to me to make sure that he was not at risk, but he just didn't seem to care. He seemed so easygoing. And it was ironic to me to see that, to observe that, to be so careful and so concerned about a person who would be the most at risk that I've ever come across. And him being just so easygoing about it and just don't worry about it, yet still being very compliant and being very, very cool and very kind. And here's where it gets kind of funny too, is I had my earbuds in, and he was like, "You listening to anything interesting?" And I was like, you know what? Not really. And what I was listening to was the live that I had done the night before, and just kind of giving myself notes on it and looking over the chat that I missed, which I like to do. And he's like, "You listening to anything interesting?" And I'm like, "Nah, not really." So it was just a funny little exchange. And it, guys, the way things are right now, we've got to have a sense of humor about it. It's not that we're not taking it seriously. And it's not that I'm saying that we shouldn't take it seriously. Absolutely. We should absolutely take it all seriously. And we should be careful. We should wear a mask. If you have a mask, you should wear it in public. You should take these precautions to make sure. I mean, the question is it being blown? Is it being overblown in the media? Maybe, possibly. But I mean, is it fair to take that risk? Is it fair to put other people at risk? So it's really not that big a deal, guys. I mean, right now, I just feel lucky. It sucks. I have to go around and I have to enforce people wearing a mask when I'm at work. And I hate doing that. I cannot stand it. And, I got to walk up to people and they got their nose showing. And I'm like, you come on, man. And it sucks because I feel like I'm it's some new world order in some way. And I have to be someone who enforces it. But I just focus on being grateful that I have a job right now and that I get to work out. Because this is my lifestyle, and it's what keeps me at peace. It's what keeps me calibrated. And I think right now it's really important to just stay focused on the things that we're grateful for. And I promise when you do that, it makes things a lot easier. It just does. I'm going to get going, guys. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, all the moms out there. I realized I didn't have anything too deep to talk about here. I just kind of wanted to come on here and hang out with you guys a little bit since I was off today. But we're going to do this again very soon, my friends. Thanks a lot.